Yo, what's going on, everybody? Gray here, and today I am excited to be bringing you the 300-day free-to-play full account tour for our free-to-play account in Marvel Future Fight. Really excited about this one today. It's been about 4 months since the last one of these videos. The last one was at our 6-month mark, and today is about 10 months, 300 days in. And in today's video, we're going to be going over the entire thing, nuts and bolts, top to bottom, looking at every aspect of the account today, so you guys can see how we've done over 300 days. So get your helmets, get your seatbelts, strap in. Let's do this thing, man. It's going to be a bit of a long one today, so don't forget to use the chapters. Like and subscribe if you enjoy the content. Let's go. All right, guys. So we are going to start out today with the agent badge. This is a great place to start. We are still VIP rank 0, keeping it real, free to play all the way, every day. And we are sitting at 180 on the agent badge. So making some progress here. Haven't been feeding it too much. It's a little bit skinny, but that's okay. We're still pretty early on the account, and the gains here are pretty minimal. But I do want to keep that growing, as it's a fun little marker for progress. All right, next thing we're going to take a look at here is going to be our team up collections. We got level 7, level 7, level 10, level 8, level 8, level 7, level 5. And there you go. There's not much to report here. We basically get team up tokens, and then as we get the team up tokens and we see a pink pip, we come in here and click it. We are making some decent progress, though. Some of these are looking pretty good. X-Force at 10 is very, very nice, giving us the extra buffs to Storm and Wolverine and a couple of the other characters. I really like to... Actually, that's really it. The rest of these I don't use much. Poor Deadpool. Anyways, there you go. That's the team up collections. Nothing crazy to report there. Just been kind of inching along at a snail's pace with those. Next thing we'll take a look at here is going to be our cards. And that's going to be the first kind of major thing we're looking at here. As you can see, the set is still the same from the last time we checked in. I believe we had just gotten our first 5% Pierce card last time we looked at this. And not much has changed on the set. Maybe a couple stars. I don't even know if we've made progress visibly after that, but we took a couple rolls at Ghost Rider for Black Friday. 3 rolls, I think, at this card. Yeah, it was 3 total, and missed completely. We're still trying to get blue HP and blue attack. Could be physical, could be energy, could be all attack would be nice. That's what we're waiting for here. So just chilling on that. Bonus options here are looking pretty good. Could be a little bit better, but honestly, with crowd control time down, dodge, the proc and 6 quality, I think we're pretty dang good. Taking a look at White Fox here, this is in the exact same state it was last time we looked, so I won't go on about it. Bonus options are looking good. I'm finding it hard to want to re-roll this one because I have such good bonus options in 5 quality. It's tough to want to go for this like exact same thing at 6 or 7. Luna Snow, similar story. Stars, crafted stars look exactly the same. Crit damage, mind resist on the bottom, and the energy proc, and the same scenario where we're at 5 quality, and it's tough to want to reroll those bonus options because they're quite nice. We're going to jump past Black Panther here. This is our Guardians of the Galaxy, best story ever card. You can see here the bottom three, stats are quite good. Top 3 are bad. I explained this in the last one. We used the recraft ticket here, so I'm just hanging on to the Pierce since we got 5% here. Eventually, I'll go back and go for better stats on the top there, but we just happened to get in a position we could take 5% Pierce and use the ticket to go for good stats on the top. We just didn't hit it. The bottom looks great. Quality could be better. Similar situation. These are the exact bonus options I want them at higher quality, so just waiting on some courage for that one. No. And then for Black Panther, it's in the exact same state, but we actually picked up New Avengers number 9 here, and so I'm working on New Avengers number 9 to bring into the set to replace Black Panther. I really want to get the HP proc going on here. Really desperate for that. I'm hoping to get this card 3% Pierce soon, or some Pierce, excuse me. I think it's 2 first. Before I equip it, because I don't want to take 2%, excuse me. I don't want to take Black Panther off and lose the Pierce right now. I also have to figure out some other stats here, but hopefully I can make that switch soon. We'll get the New Avengers number 9 proc here, and then I will be hoping to get Marvel Zombies, so we can swap that in for Guardians, so I can have the full Apocalypse set for my cards. And there you have it. The other thing we can look at here while we're here is our total card effects. We're good on cooldown, good on ignore defense, a little high on ignore defense actually, And then obviously we're really hurting for HP, need more dodge, need more all attack desperately. This is balanced, which is nice, but all attack would be better, eh? About twice as good as either of these. So just holding out for those. Also, our crit damage is abysmally low. So hopefully we can get some crit damage on our cards here soon as well. Last thing I'll show you, just for completion's sake, is the card collections here. We'll just scroll through these. We're doing pretty well. I realized recently we still have, check this out, several sets. We could get Gwenpool here, right here. We get a Gwenpool P card for a reroll. We get 3% ignore defense. Very nice. If we get Marvel Zombies, we get all attack 3%. The Fantastic Four card, there you go. But still haven't gotten Black Panther 35 for 3% crit damage. Would be so nice. So it's going to be hilarious. The first time I pull this, we're going to celebrate pulling Black Panther 35. Enjoy that, because that's the only time that's going to happen. And then here, ignore dodge if we get the cable card, and that's it. But that's a lot of collections we can still complete. So hoping to pick up some of those P cards in the near future, y'all. All right, let's keep rolling. That's going to do it for cards. Let's, jump into our swords next. Have made a little bit of progress here. I think the most recent addition to this set is going to be the 5-gem green sword, I believe, was the most recent one we acquired. Yeah, and this one actually ended up getting some pretty nice stats on it here. On the bottom, we ended up getting damage received decreased from enemies with energy projection by 10%, and that's Sentry, so that's super nice. Love that. Decreased damage received from Agent, that's Black Widow. Basic damage received from Destruction Instinct characters, why I believe that's Null. And then some order, thank you for the invite. Lightning damage and crowd control time down, so this ended up just being a pretty nice sword. And a nice 5-gem. So we've got 3 5-gems here, still 2 4s to break, and then 6-gem blue still, just chilling. Looking good, making progress. All right, on to the next thing. We have got emblems. Let's jump into the emblem collection here. We can see where we're at as far as stars go on all the emblems here. We'll jump over to the collections, and you can see how we're doing as far as each individual collection goes. And this has been nice. A lot of good beneficial stats from this, and we're starting to get up into the star range where we're getting some better rewards out of these tracks. We actually picked up some superior second potential realization tickets. We were able to use one of these recently, which was nice, for Silver Surfer. We had some fun ranking him up with that native tier 2, tier 4 discount for Black Friday. But yeah, these are kind of just rolling along, looking good. It's a slow process because we are gated by gold pretty heavily. So here we need to get 5 more stars so I can unlock this second slot. This is kind of actually, I really didn't like this system when they first introduced it, but don't tell anyone. I've been having more fun with it as a free-to-play than I thought I would, because it becomes a fun sort of like management thing. When can I upgrade these things? What can I get? Ooh, if I got 3 more stars, then I could get this or that. And it's been pretty fun. So anyways, there you go. That's pretty much it for the emblems. Nothing too crazy in here. Just, yeah, putting along, upgrading them. So yeah, the next thing I think we're going to be looking for here, we're at 42 here. And I think we hold here for a minute because it's going to be a hard push to like 60 to get really good rewards out of this track. So I'll probably move down to one of the other ones. We'll get this slot unlocked. Maybe go for this potential enhancement ticket, things like that. There's some good rewards waiting for us in there. All right, moving on to the next thing here. We're going to jump in the archive, actually. And we'll jump into the Shield archive for a second. Just so I can show you guys this, which I actually didn't know existed until recently. I saw this in one of Alex's videos. I didn't even know that button was there. But just show you guys this for completion's sake. These are the instinct stats we picked up from the Shield archive. Slow going, but I do pay some attention to the Shield archive. So hopefully we get some more of these instinct stats soon from our Shield archive. All right, that one's quick and easy. Moving on, we're going to take a look at the inventory. Jumping into our satchel here, let's see what we got going on. We're still killing it on the P-card tokens. We have still only missed a total of 10 premium comic card exchange tokens on this account since its inception. Literally 10 since day one. And that is, I've said this before, not missing a full day, but just a couple days where I didn't get that second or third run in and I missed like 1 or 2 tokens, and then that's happened like 5 times throughout the life of this account. And now I've just been on a roll. I don't think we've missed one of these tokens for like months and months. But anyways, there you go. Let's see what else in here. We've got a ton of Eternal Flame, so that's interesting. I just can't spend it. I don't have enough OBs. It's just something that stacks up because, yeah, we don't have the builds to use it up. But it's nice to have a bunch of it. Don't really need to worry about it. Got some tokens saved up for the Collector's Vault coming up really soon here. Yeah, sitting on a couple mega tier 2 rank up tickets here. Just need to use them. I've got a couple good targets in mind. Excuse me, drinking that morning coffee. It's the morning of day 300, so we're actually a couple hours before reset here. But yeah, a bunch of these tickets left over from the last collector's haul that we just got, and we're moving into the next one. I'm not sure how I'm going to navigate that, but I'm not going to spend as much gold this time. We'll have tons of these tickets and stuff, so not as much value there. And then we've got some type enhancement tickets. We've got 2 second potential realization tickets, 1 superior first potential realization ticket, and that's all there is to show you in this section of the inventory. We'll take a look at the materials here, show you where we're at. Most of our Titans records look good. Universal were the last ones we used. Tier 3 mats are all stacking up. We're going to the moon with EOD and TCP. They have run away from us officially. I don't even know if I could find a way to spend them all down. I would get bricked on gold before I could. CCF's looking really good. We haven't quite like gone out of the atmosphere with CCF. I could still bring this down pretty easily depending on what we were building, but it's getting pretty high, which is really nice. Looking a little further down here, we got a bunch more materials that are stacked up to the moon. Essence we just spent out. We got a ton of comic card crafting cubes. We're good there. Tier 4 mats are stacking back up. We'll get into the tier 4s here shortly, but we just did a tier 4 on day 299. So that'd be yesterday, technically. So looking good as far as having done a tier 4 yesterday and moving on to the next one. And we'll talk about who that's going to be when we get to the roster. All right, and then we're saving up some Rune of the Unknown to work on our swords. Hopefully I can do that before the Black Friday discounts end, but if I have to wait until the next sword discount and just focused on all the other stuff going on for Black Friday, that'll be just fine. Got a bunch of runes saved up. Really want to try and hit a 6-gem pink sword here. Woo, look at these. Purple, plinkle, whatever you want to call it. We got a bunch of these saved up for a free-to-play, and I would love to get a chance to use them. We just need a 4-gem pink sword to work with. Anyhow, Demiurge and Godstone are stacking up pretty heftily for the same reason that the Eternal Flame is. I can't invest heavily in a bunch of elite gears. I simply don't have the gold. So we get gated, and that's like allowed us to stack up 15,000 Demiurge, 16,000, and 5,000 Godstone. So I'll use them eventually, and eventually I will get back in the habit of making sure to pick up the Godstone from all the shops and stuff. But for right now, I can't even get rid of it. So we're just chilling, stacking it up. And then the emblem data is looking pretty dang good. We hit some legendary and some heroic over the last couple days. Still waiting on mythic emblems. You guys know how it goes. Mythic emblems are crazy rare. I still haven't hit either of the mythic emblems from the emblem collections that I have, either the base or Multiverse Saga. So still waiting on those. Excuse me. All right, guys. Next thing we'll take a look at here, I suppose, is our custom gears. Let's see what we got going on in here. And what we have is 105 boost obelisks. Some I've saved up. Some guard break immunity, and looking for like guard break immunity mini rages for Alliance Conquest. Stuff like that. Just hanging on to those. A couple decent, you know, things like this. 5-second invincibility, max HP crit rate. Just saving things like that, I suppose. And then I break the rest of them down. You can see our CTPs here got obliterated because yesterday, my friends, we took our first shot at a brilliant CTP, and it was fun, but we missed. So that's okay. But we've got our Mighty Energy lined up for the conversion event that's going on right now for Black Friday. So we're ready to go there. We have a lot less fodder CTPs, but hey, that's the name of the game. We still got a couple fodders chilling. We got 3 more. We got an Energy 2 regens. And then I've got a Greed, a Conquest, and a Competition waiting on deck. These guys are just waiting for a partner, and this is just waiting for someone to get built. And you will see who that is in just a moment. But there you have it. That's where we're hanging out with our CTPs. Got this one rolled and ready to go. I don't know about the rest of these. I don't think so. They could use some work. Yeah, those haven't been touched at all. So there you go. That's it for CTPs. Let's take a look at artifacts really quick. This has changed a little bit. I think it's going to be hard for me to know. I didn't like write down exactly which ones I had and which ones I've gotten since the 6-month video, but we'll just go through these really quick. Most of these I'm saving. I have a thing. I want every character to have their exclusive artifact, and these are all characters I'm just waiting to unlock and then slap on their exclusive artifacts. It's probably a waste of inventory space, but with how rare artifacts are, it's just a thing for me, man. So I'm just hanging on to some of these, you know, like Sleeper, Cassandra Nova, Kahori, Spider-Woman. I could get 75 essence out of these, but it's a completionist thing. I do want to unlock all the characters on this account. This is like dreams, but unlock all the characters and get an artifact on every single one I can. That's the name of the game. A couple 4 stars, the same thing, but a lot of the 4 stars I'm just hanging on to for rerolls, and I'm just too chicken-ish to break them down into boosts. Artifacts, because that's a permanent decision. So I'm wasting inventory space. Yes, yes, yes. Again, I can't tell you which of these 4 stars is new. Some of them I'm hanging on to equip. But then, of course, you've got ones like Kang. I can get better ones from World Boss Legends. So ask me why I'm holding this. I have no idea. I even have a 3-star on Kang. We got some other 5 stars. I think we picked up a, like, Luna Snow, a Rogue. Maybe the Misty Knight as well. Most of these. I think we had the Arachnite and the Iron Hammer. And then for 6 stars, we've grabbed 1 or 2 more, I think, since the 6-month video. And the 6-month video was right after we went on that crazy run. Pulled Adam Warlock, Mr. Sinister, and I think 1 other 6-star in 1 day from just a tiny bit of essence. But we've picked up some extra 6 stars. But unfortunately, they're pretty bad, so we're just saving them for rerolls. Still nice. And there you go. And we're waiting for Volstagg to get his tier 4 and upgrade, because Volstagg is going to eat the entire game once he is powerful enough to do so, once they unleash the beast. There you have it, folks. And then I suppose we'll jump in here, take a quick at the OBs we're saving here. Gotta do some physical attack builds, and we're lined up to do that. I got 2 characters that could use a full Odin's Blessing physical attack build. So probably start working on one of those here soon. And then, yeah, just a couple of this, couple of that. We do have a lightning here. We do have a chill and then a poison. And then this was from a tutorial, actually, when we did the Odin's Blessing guide. But this will just get equipped to someone. I just was showing how to amplify an Odin's Blessing. And there you go. We got 7,132 biometrics on deck. We just spent a ton, so I'm actually surprised we have that much. I want to answer a quick question here, even though that's not what this guide's about. I'll do it really fast. I always get asked about bios, why I have so many. Dimension missions is a big part of that answer that I always forget to say. I do more dimension missions than the average person, and they give you a lot of biometrics, as well as buying some from the dispatch shop as of late, and a few other strategies I use, like running Story Mode Ultimate every day, and it's paying off for me. And there you go. All right, folks, moving on to the next thing. Now we get into the real meat and taters. We're going to go take a look at the roster. Let's go. See what's going on here. And, of course, for the roster, we've got to move my beautiful head up into the sky. And away we go. Okay, get my notes back up here. Perfect. All right, guys, this is our roster. We've got Ares and Zeus chilling up front here because I am working on building both of them. So they are just chilling, waiting for builds. We'll go through the roster. I'm just going to like run you down the whole roster here, show the whole thing, and then we'll come back up to the top and I'll show you the builds I'm working on and the characters we're working on ranking up. So we're just going to head down the line here. You can see we do have a total. Actually, before we do, I meant to show this. It's like on the thumbnail, but here you go. We got 23 Transcendent Potential characters, 25 Tier 3 characters now, and a whopping 15 Tier 4 characters on the account. Oh, hey. Uniforms here, might as well show you. We've got 7 heroic, 2 legendary, and 11 mythic. So, I don't know. I suppose that's all right. I sleep on builds just a little bit because I've been focusing so much on advancement. So, you'll see the cost of that. But anyways, you know what? We're going to just do this right. I'm going to see if I can't just remember to, bam, swap that on. And now we take our walk down the roster. Here we go. Just gonna slowly scroll down here, let you see what we've got. You can see who's got an obelisk. You can see who's got a CTP. You can see if they are sparkly. Get into all our transcended characters here. Poor Colossus, he needs to transcend soon. I think so. I don't know why he's just sitting there. Can't use him in zombie survival. Anyways, rolling down into our tier 2s here. See what we've got. Some obelisks here and there. They start to get crappy as we move down the line here. And we're going to take a stop here at Ebony Maw. So I don't forget, you can see we do have our only Mighty Liberation chilling on Ebony Maw. We picked up his uniform for Black Friday. I'm not going to break down all the reasoning as to why I went this route, but it was a really specific choice why I chose Ebony Maw for my first Mighty Liberation. I hope it pays off. These decisions are usually something where, like, with the first one as a free-to-play, you're just really hoping you kind of got it in the right spot. So far, I think we did really well, and I think that's going to pay off for me in the future, is what I'm hoping, as well as paying off right now. Moving on down into the native tier 1s, excuse me, the, what do you just call it, tier 1s here, sitting at 6 stars, level 60. Black Knight there. Got all those premium characters. Still got some waiting for mega tier 2s. I can't really tell you who I'm going to use them on because I don't know. It's been a minute since I thought about it. We've been thinking about a lot of other stuff, and my choices here for mega tier 2s aren't amazing. Might go Gambit for Alliance Battle. Got a couple other choices down here once we get to the end. Yeah, we've got like Gambit we could use one on. I've got Abomination, but we're not going to go that route, and we'll talk about why here in just a moment. Yeah, and then the rest of these characters we've got down here aren't particularly worthy of a mega tier 2 advancement ticket, if you ask me. Looking at who we have bios for, we got 3 out of 5 for Toxin. Working on Rescue, Kahori, Quendel. A couple of these. We did hit 2 Negasonic Teenage Warhead bios a long time ago on the account. Making progress, though, with the character unlocks. Lots of bios from Dimension Mission. They've been paying off with that increased acquisition chance. All right, watch your eyeballs. Don't get whiplash. We're going back to the front of the roster here, and we'll break down these big characters one at a time here for you. So with Ares, I think we're going to go with the Mighty Rage for Ares from the conversion event and build this guy up good and proper. He covers a lot of bases for me, including replacing Hulk, which is one of the things that I was going to talk about, is why Hulk is going the direction he's going. We can put some of those strike OBs on your boy, give him that mighty CTP of Rage, finish up his build. He'll be cooking proper for us. And then we've got Zeus, man. We did pick up Zeus, which is crazy, I know, but I had my reasons. Helped with the crystal spending event. I want all the characters in the game eventually, so getting these guys now while they're good makes sense to me. I don't know that they'll get uniforms in the lifespan of this game, because that could be another 5 years, 6 years before these guys get uniforms. So I went ahead and picked this up, mainly for Zeus more than anything else. We're not even going to use Hades, honestly, because I'm just going to use Ares to cover that day. We'll use Hades maybe in a team with Mephisto for the team up skill, the co-op skill. But yeah, our Zeus, we're sitting at 60, 6 stars, no custom gear yet. That is who that regular competition is reserved for. Just don't need to put it on him before he's tier 4. There's no reason to. No artifact on this guy just yet. Just getting started building him. And then let's take a look at our first build here for one of our tier 4s, and that's going to be Null. I'm just going to try and whip through these pretty quick because I do want to show these to you guys. I'm not trying to make this one quick today. So we're going to go through the whole thing. Show you the details page. Show exceeded stats. Still rough with the stats on Null, but working on it. Trying to get more crit damage. Looking for crit damage OBs. Physical attack. And yeah, working on the rest of his stats. Attack speed, I need 10% from the cards. That's what we're waiting on. The OBs are looking pretty good. I do want crit damage for the last row if we can get it. Or I pull his gear anyways. Type enhancement is at level 5. ISO 8, we're still rolling Tenacious Symbiote for now. It's working fine. Stage 12, we got the artifact. Did manage to roll it to the decreased pierce damage here, which is nice. Not the proper instinct, but that's okay. This is much more valuable. And then we've got our mighty CTP of Greed, 25 on the ambush proc with 150 speed universal on top, and legendary for the uniform. This is what I'm talking about. It's difficult. This takes a lot of gold and black antimatter. So it's like, when do I get in here and do this? Soon is the answer. Moving on to the next one. Well, I'll be danged if it ain't our newest tier 4 addition to the team, the Master of Hell, Mephisto himself. Absolutely stoked on having this character tier 4. Super expensive build. We actually have 3 native tier 3, tier 4 characters on this count, something I'm quite proud of. That is a lot of work, a lot of materials. We need to work on the Uru here. Like I said, this guy just hit the top yesterday. So brand new, tier 4. Level 4 on the type enhancement. Overdrive stage 12 for the ISO. We did pick up the 3-star artifact from the selector for Black Friday, actually, so we could give our guy some extra juice, since he is the highest scoring character in the game currently. We've also got a mighty competition on him now that we stole from our Hulk yesterday. Snatch. Thank you very much, Hulk. What a champion. But now you can move on to greener pastures in PvP. Or browner pastures. I guess it depends on how you look at it. And then normal on the uniform, as it takes some time for those uni upgrades on these guys. I've been working on Sentry. We're working on the build. I need one more magic OB. We did get all our heals. We got all 4. Sorry about how scattered this is. I'm actually working on fixing that in future builds. But anyways, waiting on hopefully energy attack crit damage would be huge. But we're just, everything crit damage evades us. What can I say? Type enhancement, we hit level 6. Boom, on stream. That was awesome. Just nailed that. Super juicy bit of luck there. Power of Angry Hulk, stage 12. Decreased pierce damage, 3-star. Mighty CTP of Conquest. Bada boom. There you go. What do we got? 80, 50, 80 on that one. Nothing crazy. And then the Mythic uniform for Sentry, as he is my main timeline battle pushing unit. Next, let's take a look at Scarlet Witch. Oh, I forgot to show my details page on Sentry. Hey, I don't think we showed it on Mephisto either. There you go. All right. Everything in its right place. And as you can see, the attack speed's a little low on all these characters, but that's because it got bricked on my cards. And I'm just not in a hurry to equip 6-star attack speed Uru on all my characters to shore that up. I just need to fix it on my card. So I'm just waiting patiently. Let's see here. Uru are looking passable. Not crazy, nothing good. Just regular Uru setup. Rank 4 on the type enhancement. No artifact. A CTP of Rage for Wanda, and then a normal uniform. Because again, another native tier 2 that needs black antimatter and a ton of gold to rank up her uniform. Oh, well, if it isn't another one. Just kidding. Let's look at the details for old Silver Surfer, one of our other recent tier 4s, who we did like 4 days ago, or 3 days ago, or whatever. 5 maybe days ago. We did this for the native tier 2 tier 4 discount for Black Friday. We managed to do this guy. We saved up a bunch before Black Friday. Managed to do Silver Surfer and Mephisto for Black Friday. Very happy about that. Basic Uru build here. Energy attack, HP, crit damage. Basic stuff. We've got rank 3 type enhancement. Power of Angry Hulk. Stage 6. Gotta get that up to stage 12 here. This guy's about to get some love. I think we're going to be able to line up a mighty competition, or excuse me, mighty conquest. Or our guy here from this crazy week of CTPs we got going on right now. Excuse me, and then the normal uniform, on to Doctor Strange. Show you the details, again with the attack speed, unfortunately, I ran into this issue with Thor and Doctor Strange. As a free-to-play, you really want to save your OBs for full builds. Because, man, this kind of stuff's just stinky. I got 2 magics here because I had planned way back in the day on giving Strange Odin's Blessings, but now Strange is slowly slipping out. Alliance of the meta, Alliance battle days have changed. He lost some days, and so I probably won't invest in the rest of this build, so I've just got some OBs and stuff locked up here, which isn't the end of the world, but I would have rather had them, for Sentry. So there you go. Looking at type enhancement, it's only stage 3 for Doctor Strange, poor guy. Overdrive stage 12, we do have the 3-star artifact, CTP of Rage, and a heroic uniform for your boy Steven. Moving on to the next one here, we got Magic. She is still just chilling here. Uru, don't look at this OB, I didn't put that there, I don't know what you're talking about. We've got just a basic Uru setup for her. Stage 5 type enhancement. Power of Angry Hulk, stage 12, 4-star artifact. Really should re-roll this for pierce damage reduction. I don't know what the hell I'm doing with my life. Forgive me, please. And then we're still rocking an obelisk, man. I don't know if this girl's even going to get a CTP of Greed because she might just live her entire lifespan being super useful with an obelisk. I don't know. We've got a regular Greed in the bags, so there's a possibility that we could give her a mighty Greed in the near future, and then the Mythic uniform. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. She might just live her whole life with an obelisk. We'll see. Storm here. We got Storm. Tiny bit shy on the crit damage there. Not the end of the world. We are using a competition, so not worried about the dodge. And then the attack speed. We just need to get that 10% back on our cards. Here, we've got a pretty decent build going. I do want to finish this one out. So I am looking for some more Odin's Blessings here to finish this build. We need one more magic here for her. And she'll be in pretty good shape. Looking nice there. And then we've got stage 4 type enhancement. Slacking there. Need to fix that up. And then we've got Overdrive stage 12. 3-star artifact for Storm. A mighty CTP of competition. And the mythic uniform. Next, we've got Hulk. Hulk, we just shifted into PvP. This is kind of silly. I don't know if it was a waste of gold, but it doesn't matter. I still use Hulk in Otherworld battle, depending on bans, and Team Battle Arena. So for me, it was worth some fun to shift him over to PvP. And all that meant for me is switching some of this up. I had a stupid build on here. I fixed it up so we got more dodge, which I'll show you why in a minute. We got some energy defense, some recovery rate, and then of course the HP, right? Nice little build for Hulk. And then looking at the type enhancement, we're stage 6. And then the ISO. I might be crazy, man, but I just am testing this. We'll see how it goes. I was looking at Protect the Captain. This set is wild, man, for Hulk. It's pretty crazy. Again, this may not be the best option. I don't know, man. I don't know what I'm talking about. But we've got all basic defense. This is good for Hulk. We've got max HP. This is very good for Hulk. We've got dodge, something I wanted for this build on Hulk. We've got recovery rate. It's very good for Hulk. We've got crowd control time. Down is very good for Hulk. Literally every stat on here is good for Hulk, and this is the only set that's like that. And then we've got all basic defense proc on it, right? When hit, which is good. A heal or a shield might be better for Hulk overall, but these stats are so good. I just wanted to give this a shot. Plus, I hit it. I actually landed on it. So I was like, okay, we're going to use this. So I stacked it up. We got stage 12, Protect the Captain going on here for whatever that's worth. The other thing about Protect the Captain, it allows us to get 3 HP chaotic ISOs on the set, or ISOs. So we get 1 regular HP ISO and then the 2 chaotic for HP. Then we also get the extra defense and the dodge from this set. So that allows us to use this effectively. I just have guard break immunity, max HP, and then a mini rage, but it's based on dodge. And if we go look at his stats, he's pretty much capped on dodge. So super sweet. And that worked out. And that's Hulk's build. So there you go. Thanks, Hulk, for everything you've done. And he's got that mythic uniform. Let's go. Moving on, we got Sticky Buns. We got Venom here. Sticky Buns himself. We'll just go ahead and do that. And then take a look at Venom. Stats are looking good except for attack speed. But that'll be taken care of shortly. We've got some Uru. They're pretty bad. This guy needs some love. Might get some of those strikes. This would be one of those characters I was talking about that could use a good physical attack build. Oh, that's right. This is the 3rd tier 4 character we've received in the last week. And we managed to get a tier 4 Venom for free from the free tier 4 selector for the Black Friday events. We've got rate 4 type enhancement, Power of Angry Hulk stage 12, no artifact, CTP of Rage, and of course the mythic uniform, as he is not one of those stinky native tier 2s. All right, thank you, Sticky Buns. Moving on. Oh, the other Sticky Buns. No, we got Black Widow here. Man, still no regrets. To this day, picking Black Widow from that tier 4 selector was actually a good choice for this account. Would Venom have been better? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think I would have gotten better value for my account personally out of picking Venom. I'm able to use her for to fight bans, which has proven to be really useful. You know, in Otherworld battle or whatever, everyone gets banned. Silver Surfer, Atom Warlock, Sentry, Null, Wolverine, everybody. And then lo and behold, Black Widow's in there kicking a bunch of butt. So it's pretty wild how that ended up working out for me, but it's been fun. Rank 4 type enhancement, stage 12 overdrive, which actually I'm thinking about swapping this up for something a little bit more defensive potentially, because in my state of PvP, with my cards being hybrid and bad currently for PvP, I have no HP procs, nothing. Defensiveness is a major issue, of course, for characters like Black Widow. Would love to see her artifact. We've got the mighty CTP of Authority on her, rolled reasonably well, not bad, and then the mythic unit. Next, we've got Gwenpool. We'll rip through this one really quick. I am still using Gwenpool, or I guess I should be. blocks. Technically, look at the overcap on crit damage. Still using her for Alliance Battle Days. I did not pick up Bullseye. I will not be picking up Bullseye. We're just going to continue to use Gwenpool, and I picked up Bucky so that I could cover the Hero Day for ABL, the Speed Mail Hero Day, and then he can cover the ABX Day that Gwenpool cannot cover that Bullseye would, right? So that's the setup I'm using currently. Overdrive Stage 12, no artifact, CTP of Rage for your girl, and a Mythic uniform. Next, we've got Ghost Rider. Just kind of a unit, man. I need to come in here and fix some of these stats, man. It's been a while since I looked at them all. Yeah, we could get that crit rate short up super easily. But anyways, just basic Uru there. Put together a while ago. I think some stats have shifted since then. Rank 6 type enhancement for Ghost Rider. We've got Power of Angry Hulk, stage 12. We've got the 4-star artifact, which was the other artifact we picked up from the selector. Finally, for Black Friday. I was glad I held out on that. It ended up being a good one for us to pick up. And I didn't end up getting it instead of a P card. I ended up getting the P cards and just grabbing it for Black Friday. And then we got a Mighty CTP of Judgment, rolled with the all attack and defense procs for striking and PvP. And the 200% on the bottom, as well as a Mythic uniform for Ghost Rider. Looking at Loki, we're going to go real quick. Loki is pretty much just languishing at this point, which is no surprise to anybody. Hoping for a new uniform soon for your guy. We might see it. I'll just say it. We might get a Kid Loki uniform for the next update. I don't have my tinfoil hat handy, so just trust me that I'm speculating about that. Type enhancement, we got stage 6, ISO set, overdrive stage 12, 3-star artifact there, with the decreased pierce damage and proper instinct roll on it. That's hilarious. And then he's still just rolling a 1/1 ignore dodge obelisk and a heroic uniform, which I'm actually looking to fix, maybe even right now. I actually just picked up some bios for him. Looking at Thor, the build needs a little bit of work, but we do get the buff. The Fury buff or whatever that fixes the crit damage here, I believe. So we don't have to worry there. Or it might be crit rate, so we're actually a little shy on crit damage. I could flip that over. I think it's the other way. It's crit rate. Not so. I think we do need to fix that up. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, crit rate. So I could shore up that crit damage. No big deal. Stage 5 type enhancement. Power of Angry Hulk stage 12. 4-star artifact for Thor. Type amplification and 200% mighty judgment for Thor, Mythic uniform. And then here, another example, man, of just OBs I wish I could kind of get back. 2 magics and a lightning. Oof. Thor's great. I'm not mad that he has them, but I'm just at that point where I don't know that I want to invest in the rest of this Odin's Blessing build on Thor. So these will probably end up just riding off into the sunset with our guy when he is no longer very relevant. And now we're down into the level 80s, so I will stop looking at all the builds. But Wolverine has a decent build, but still working with an obelisk. And I think other than that, in the level 80s, we've got Bucky that we're working on, but he's got a super pedestrian build right now. And that's really all there is to say. We've got Gamora, Gam, old Gammy Gams. Is just killing it for us still, man, and he'll probably get a tier 4 soon. The way I understand it, and I'm interested to see how this works, is that this is going to be bad in ABX, but might actually work reasonably well in ABL. And that's what I care about the most by a large margin is ABL. So if that's the case, I'm just going to leave this energy here. Even if it's scores a little less than a rage, I think as a free-to-play, we're fine to just keep, Gam rolling with the mighty energy. And then she got the mythic. Of course, man. And that's it, y'all. That's the roster. That's where we're at. Looking good in here, man. I don't think I've got anything else in the roster really to show you. I will tell you my future plans for tier 4s real quick while we're in here. And that's going to be Ares next with that mighty rage from the conversion event. And then after Ares, I believe I'm going speed type. And that's going to be a tough call, like a really tough call between Nick Fury and Gamora. I'm not sure which one I want to do. Nick Fury would be amazing for World Boss Legend pushing. He covers so many restrictions, it's insane. And then, of course, Gamora for Alliance Battle. So I'll have to cross that bridge when we get there. But then after that, we'll be flipping straight back into ridiculously overpriced builds and building Zeus up to tier 4. And we'll be giving him that competition. And that's the plan, y'all. All right, we got more to look at here. I think this is going to be a long video, man, but that's okay. Use them chapters. We're going to start looking at some game modes now. Let's go ahead and start by looking at our progress in World Boss Legend. We'll jump in here. Mainly, the big ones to look at are going to be all our World Boss Legend Plus, I believe, are pushed to stage 9 or higher at this point. We have pushed a little higher into Thanos. It's proving to be difficult with no supports. I'm barely making the timers with the characters that I have to clear this with. Sticky Buns was able to do stage 13, which is very, very nice. But yeah, still working on that, and that's why I'm thinking Nick Fury might be a good support for us moving forward. Corvus and Proxima, I think we did manage to push these guys, yep, the rest of the way. We're stage 9 with all our World Boss Legend Plus bosses. I believe Thanos is the only one we've moved up past stage 9, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I believe so. And then the other thing I'll show you here is Kang. We've made a good amount of progress here. We are able to push all the way up to stage 29 with Kang, hoping to unlock 30 soon enough. Get that next stage of booty boxes, but this is really nice. When we get Kang, we're able to try and get those booty boxes with premium items in them. We've also pushed Jean up to stage 19, but we need Toxin to push her any further. Gore, I believe we're pushed up to stage 19. We just need Rescue to push him any further. And since we have so many places I can still push and make progress without spending crystals for these unlocks, I'm just hanging tight for now. I might use crystals for 1 or 2 of these come the next anniversary if we're ready to like progress and they're just kind of holding me back, and I don't want to waste the Mega Tier 2 tickets on Rescue or Toxin. But interestingly, Rescue and Toxin are both potentially usable characters. Rescue with her newest uniform showing up in Team Battle Arena and stuff, and then Toxin more as an Alliance Conquest character, but still not entirely useless compared to some other characters. So there you go, making good progress here. It's been fun and sort of shifting into one of my more, one of the things I'm more focused on in the future is pushing through these World Boss Legend plus bosses, pushing up to stage 20. All these bosses as soon as we can. All right, moving on to the next thing here. Let's take a look at Shadowlands. I believe our record last time was 90 something, so we have pushed up to stage 110. And I will tell you guys, I'm ready to make another push. Do not think we can hit 135 yet. We're not there. However, I think we can get another 10 stages here and get close to 120 at this point. Might be a bit overzealous, but we'll see. And hopefully we can push up to 135 soon and get that CTP selector. I will show you guys really quick for those of you that care. 35, we'll just go backwards. This is for 35 backwards. 35, I use Moon Knight. These ones are particularly annoying, so I just use stronger characters because it doesn't matter. Going down the line here, you can see who we're using. And then I've been doing really good by using characters like Agent Venom, who is native tier 1 and not going to tier 2. Black Knight. Franklin Richards, a bunch of these native tier 1 characters, or excuse me, tier 1 level 60 characters that I have here to get these stages done without using tier 2s. Ares, I couldn't get around using him yet, but I'll try and figure that out the next time I move through here. But yeah, show you the rest of these, and that's my Shadowlands clears for now, for the time being. All right, moving on to the next thing. Let's see here. We've got... well, we don't need to worry about zombie survival. It's kind of boring. It's been fun, and we've been doing some stuff, but there's not much to show you. Timeline battle's been going pretty well. Had a really rough go this week. Crashes, skill issues. It's just been difficult, but we're doing okay. Really hoping to land in the top 50 for this week. Been trying to farm top 50 best I can, but it can be a challenge. So wish me luck, and let's hope we get those extra crystals for Black Friday. We're going to need them. We got the Otherworld battle season coming to a close, and we are in Challenger, but we're getting wrecked, man. So if you see my name, skip. Go ahead and just refresh again. Don't beat me up because you love me. Have mercy. Have mercy. I'm just joking. But we're hoping to stay in Challenger, man. We got 3 days left. Worst case scenario, we get bumped down into Vibranium, and I got to do that thing where at the last minute I'm trying to push up to Challenger so we can stay there. But it's getting really difficult. This is my team I have set. As you can see, Black Widow showing up. We got Ghost Rider, Black Widow, and Magic kind of carrying here. I was using Null here, and it was working better, I think, because he had Immortality as opposed to Revive. And the Immortality in the beginning kind of lets him hang in there and do some work, but it's been really difficult. And I'll show you guys here really quick, actually. Now that everybody's adjusted their teams, it's really hard for me to find one to beat. I'm actually going to leave this here because I might be able to beat that team. We'll see. But as I refresh through them, there aren't as many full teams of debuffed heroes anymore to take advantage of. Absolutely bombing in Team Battle Arena this season. I just haven't had a lot of time, and this was a nice place to take a break. So I've been auto-playing this season for the most part, as we're up in Vibranium, and if we get knocked down to Platinum, it's fine. We just end up kind of getting the same amount of crystals, regardless of whether we're in Platinum or Vibranium. So if we bounce around, it doesn't really matter. We have to get all the way up to 50% to get 20 more crystals. That's a big climb. It's basically, I would just have to be good, like win a bunch. Oof. Might be able to pull that off by the end of the season, but it would be so stressful and time consuming. Why I just don't think it's worth it. And then in the shop, we are getting closer to another CTP here, which will be really nice. I'm trying not to buy tier formats. I'm trying to just go for the CTP from Team Battle Arena. Alliance Conquest. The Alliance is absolutely killing it. Last time we were rank number 1,000 something or other, I think, and now we are up to rank 230. So you guys are amazing. It ain't me doing all that work. I help a little bit, but it's mostly the guys. So shout out to House of Gray, man. Keep kicking butt. Absolutely awesome. Been getting good rewards from that. Don't sleep on Alliance Conquest, y'all. And moving on, we have got our PvP modes done. The last thing I want to talk about before we wrap this up, guys, is just the future goals for the account, right? And some of them are obvious, like the cards. We want to get HP procs onto our set, so get that new Avengers card equipped. We really want to make some way on Pierce, hopefully. This is a place we've had a lot of trouble over the last, 4 months, making any progress at all since we got this 5% Pierce. So really hoping to make some progress there. Swords, the obvious stuff. But then in the roster, like I said, we're going to tier 4 Ares and Zeus. And then moving on from there, I really want to focus on getting Alliance Battle good enough so I can really steer into PvP and focus on farming crystals. That's obviously really beneficial for this account, so something I'm going to be really looking at doing. Also got a P card I'm fishing for in one of the epic quests that just came out. Hopefully we'll get that soon, as well as the loftier goals on the account, which are going to be, like I said earlier, unlocking every character in the game, getting an artifact on every character that I own, and also unlocking every epic quest in the game. Wish me luck with that one, y'all. See ya in 2030. All right, man. I think that's pretty much it. I think we got just about everything. I'm sure I missed something, but that's gotta be at least a pretty good summary of this account after 300 days free to play. Really quick, I want to thank you all 300, 3,000, 3 million times for all the support on this channel. Y'all have been absolutely amazing. Thank you for all the support, every one of you, all the members. I appreciate you so much. Working on members content. Hang in there, guys. I want to shout out Cynic Alex, Beast Mode Gaming, Commander, Buffkin, all those guys, Malkoff, all the other content creators, man. I appreciate all you guys so much, doing all the testing we can't do. Thank you so much. Keep it up, guys. Looking forward to more Marvel Future Fight. Hang tight. Couple more months, guys. We're going to be at 365 days, and we'll be celebrating 1 year with a crazy live stream and the next one of these videos. All right, my friends, if you enjoyed the video, had a good time, maybe you learned something, go ahead, hit that like button. Helps us out a ton. If you want to see more of the live stream series we do it every day at 7:30 a.m. Pacific time. Hopefully we will see you there. I got more guide videos coming soon. Stay tuned. I'm Old and Gray. This is Free to Play, and I hope you all have a spectacular day. We'll see you on the next one, guys. Take care.